up, everybody? Let me put that in here. And then let me put that in here. Oh, what's up, what's up? Boom, there we go. So, let's keep going on that little wiring in here. Since I'm not sure there's like a lot of people at the moment because everybody's super busy this morning, well, let's just start right away. So basically we have the wires that we started to strip down, well, not really strip down, but basically splice the loom and just look what's in use and what's not used at all, since it wasn't done properly in the first place. And we started over this side of the engine bay, and today we will keep going with this side of the engine bay, and probably just like move our way around the engine bay until we have cleaned everything from in here and have to pull the wires from the inside of the car, which is not too bad, but that's something we will have to do, so we might as well just start by doing it over here, making sure of what we need, what we don't need, and then yeah, we will move our way toward the inside of the car and see if there's any module we can remove at all. So that's like not the craziest job in the world, but it's super satisfying to see like you are cleaning stuff like this that is an unused plug. And I've looked at it this morning and I'm pretty sure I can remove that, so we will just go ahead and cut that wire that was basically going to absolutely nowhere after that, because this connector was not in use. So we will be able to bring that towards the rear of the car. I think it's going in the fuse box, well, not fuse box, but the relay box over there. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do, and same thing with that one here. I'm gonna keep a bit of wire in there just in case that I was wrong, but honestly it's not plugged to anything. So let's go. Let's put the other view too. I'm gonna try to keep the front one this morning. I think it's gonna be a bit cooler for you, and probably if I do that and yes, throw stuff on the ground. There we go. There, not too bad, right? Cool, so we will start pulling the wires from here to here, and this one was the black one. There you go, and this one is the blue one. All right, let's bring that over here. Oh, you see, I was wrong. This one is going inside the car, so that's one wire that we will have to pull from the inside. Yep. There we go, and here it is. So white and with black strip on it, so that's the thing. I should probably try to find it in the book, just making sure that it's really not useful at all, but the book is not in its best form at the moment, so yep, we might try to take a look at it, but I'm not sure we're going to find anything in here. Let's see. I have the electrical plan in here. Hadouken! Hadouken! Good morning, Val. How are you this morning? Bonjour, Micah. Bonjour, bon matin. How are you, my friends? Hope everything's doing great for you. I'm just taking a look at the moment at some wiring plan, wiring diagram, just trying to trace back a few of the... Oh, actually, this is the one for the inside of the car, so we might use that. So just in case if you don't know how a wiring diagram looks like, this is what it looks like. Micah probably know that, but yeah, And basically that's what happens when you're trying to chase a different problem in there. So that was me trying to, is that my writing? Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm not sure. Someone tried to do something in here. Sudoku style, yeah, basically I will try to see if what I just pulled, oh man, it's so small. Because basically what I want to know is if the wire I just pulled is something, I'm pretty sure that was probably something that has to do with the engine, the old engine that wasn't there. But yeah, hard to tell, right? And at this point, like I said, the car is working, so, well, obviously not that much, but all the electronics was working pretty well. So if it was not in use, we don't need it, right? Because after that, we put a new engine and transmission, and basically it's just going to be a standalone wiring loom, so we won't have to care about that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it in there right now, because damn, that's a bit of a mess. So what are you? Okay. So here I have my first wire that was not in use, but that had a connection with something that was in use. So here basically I have my, oh, this is the underhood flashlight. So basically if I had this, I need to keep that to still have the possibility of, oh, wait a second, that means I could bring that flashlight on the other side with that wire here. So I might as well just keep it for now, this one, and make sure I'm not throwing it away, because basically that means if the turbo is coming here and the flashlight is not doing its, like, is not going in its original place, I might be able to just bring it on the other side, which will be quite cool. So we will just do that. And I don't have a tie wrap at the moment. All right. So what? No, I won't say that. That won't like me. So what's up, everybody, this morning? For me, I had a fantastic night last night where I basically just raced in go-kart, and I didn't win because I'm in such an epic class at the moment. Like, it's super hard, but gosh, it was good. It was super nice. Because basically, like, the way the championship in go-kart is going is like, you have the Inter 2, which is the lowest class you can get in, and every class has 3 groups. Yeah, go-kart is so freaking cool. And basically there's like 3 groups in every class. So Inter 2, you will have group 1 and 2, which are the same. And basically, yeah, so they are like, we will say the weakest driver, like the lowest category. I mean, everybody start there. And basically, so yeah, so group 1 and 2, then you have the plus. The third group is called Inter 2 plus. So this way they are the pilots that are, they are close to getting into Inter 1, so intermediate 1, which means that you are close to getting like upgraded to the next category. And Inter 1, there's still 3 groups in there, so group 1, group 2, and after that are the same. And then the plus, the Inter 1 plus, which are the guys close to getting into basically the advanced category. And this year, for the first time, is the third year I'm doing the go-kart championship. I took a break last summer because obviously of my job at Sony. But after that, yeah, this year I'm coming back, and it's the first time that we started in Inter 1, and after one race we were upgraded to the advanced category, which is super cool. But gosh, the pilots in there are so good. And because I did super well in my first race in Inter 1, I was like thrown in the biggest group out there, so they're still in advanced group 1 and 2, which are basically the same, and then there is the master, and the third group in advanced is like the master, and gosh, they are so good. And I've been thrown in that group for like no reason, just because I made a lot of points on the first race, but now I'm like in the big drivers out there. Like, they are just insanely good. And there's people from like maybe 12 years old to 55 years old in that group. It's crazy, but honestly it's just so cool. And yeah, so I've been racing with them. It's my second race in that master category, and holy crap, the first one was quite hard. Yesterday went pretty well compared to the first one. So first one, I ended up 24 out of 26 in the qualification, and after that I managed to get a 20 out of 26 during the race. And yesterday, I don't know what was my position after qualification, but I ended up 18 out of 27, which is an improvement. So this is quite a good improvement, so I'm happy with that. And I thought that I didn't belong in there. Basically, Vinto is number 1, so everyone else just needs to get good. No, really not, no. That was like a super humble lesson yesterday. So, so yeah, because basically I thought I will get honestly shit on. I really thought I will get shit on during that race. Honestly, was supposed to rain, and it didn't. So we had like cloudy weather, but it was super good, honestly. And I got a really good cart that had brand new tires on it, and it was taking so much. So basically, I spotted 3 or 4 corners where I was basically eating everyone. Like, I was just faster than anyone around me in those corners, and I really pushed the limit in those corners to get as much distance as I could. Because basically, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how well I did in qualification, but I feel like I was maybe closer to the position 15 or something like that. And in the first 2 turns of the race, man, like the first 2 laps were super hard, and I lost so many positions because everyone was just bumping into each other during the really tight turns, and like I was just getting pushed to the outside, so everyone was getting into my inside zone, and yeah, it was super hard. So I lost quite a few positions there, but during the race, man, I was on a freaking mission. Like, honestly, I was like, it was crazy. I was just getting so much distance on people. Like I said, those 2 or 3 corners that I was way faster, I used that to 100% just to get in front of a lot of people. And basically, I have a picture actually I can show you just so you see the track. It's a super beautiful track we have around here in Quebec. Honestly, it's like one of the best tracks, to be fair. Let me just show it to you. If it opens, oh, it's there. Well, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm almost there. All right. Not the best picture because I took it with the cell phone in a vertical way, which is bad. Don't do that, guys. But I didn't listen to myself. There you go. So basically, this is the track. It's super cool. And fun fact, it's one of the few tracks that you have to use the brake. Like the go-kart are going quite fast and you don't have the choice to at least lift throttle in some places. But like the first corner here, you don't have the choice to use the brake pedal. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so basically in here at the top there, no, it's not, it's KCR karting van. So yeah, so basically at the like the other side there, not the one here where my mouse is, but the other one out there, this is the widest corner of the track. And basically last night, instead of going full straight line here near the forest, we had a chicane added here. So you see that little guy there? There you go, more pixels for you. Yeah, there's a lot of turns. Honestly, it's super cool. Like, it's really not a boring track at all. It's really cool. And basically, usually you come out of that turn that's called, that is number 9. And when you're getting out of number 9, usually it's gonna be a full acceleration line, so a straight line in here. But yesterday night, we had that chicane in here to get out and come back. Whoop. And come back here. So that chicane was something super different. It was super cool to do. Can I just zoom, please? Why is it not working anymore? Okay, I got it. Hey. And basically that one here, I was just on a mission through that one, and I was basically probably getting about half a cart to 1 cart length of advance on everyone in here, just because I was a bit of a kamikaze over there. So that was pretty insane. Some cars, but there's none in this area. I miss racing propane cars. They are so fast. Yeah, man, it's so cool. Honestly, I really enjoy that. And fun fact, it's cheaper to subscribe to a championship like that than going like by yourself with some friends. It's cheaper for each race. Like in total, of course, if you're going only one time with friends, it's gonna be cheaper. But like, I think every race is $50, while it's probably more closer to $80 when you are just renting cars with friends. So it's really cool. Why are you not surprised? Well, you know what? I was on a mission. I had to like get those positions back, all right? So it was super fun. Honestly, I had a blast last night. It was so cool. And yeah, so that was my night last night. So I did pretty well, and I'm super happy with the result. It's way better than the first race I did, and I think I'm gonna keep my place in this category, like in the master category, which is super nice, because I really want to keep racing with the best out there, because basically, well, they are the guys from who I'm gonna learn the most, so that's what I want to do. All right. What else in here? So this is going to the inside. We will make sure to bring that inside there. Maybe just cut that, well, not right now, when we will be out there. Let's keep going on this side here. I mean, there's no time to lose when you're racing. Just send it. Fun thing is, I used to make a lot of mistakes in karting, because basically when doing slalom, you're all alone. You're all alone on the track, so you don't really have the same kind of mistakes you can make. But out there, while racing karts, it's super easy to make the mistake of trying to attack the inside of someone or something like that, like trying to pass someone. And like, yeah, to try to overtake someone either by the outside or the inside zone. And basically, if you're not doing it properly, you're gonna lose some speed, and usually that will result in, first, the guy you were trying to overtake will be in front of you anyway, and after that, if someone was following you, they will use your mistake, the fact that you failed. That's so epic. What is that sound? But yeah, basically he's gonna use like your mistake, and he will basically just like pass you, so you will lose a position. So that's quite crazy, because you have to take in account the fact that there's people all around you, so it's super hard. Last night what was cool is that at first it was super hard because everyone at the beginning of a race is all stacked together, but after like maybe 5 to 10 turns out of 20, people are getting into small groups, and basically I was like behind a group of 3 people that I managed to pass one after the other, and after that, like I said, I was so quick in some places that basically I successfully make distance with that group of 3, which is super rare. Usually you will be stuck with like the same group for the entire race. So I basically managed to pull away from them and reach the other group out there, and this one I fight for some place in there for the last few turns of the race, and at the very last turn, one of them that I just passed tried to make a crazy move on me, but basically he got stuck between the rear of my cart and like the tire wall up there, like right on the inside of the corner. So he just got stuck, and he looked super mad at the end of the race, but at the same time he didn't have the space for that overtake, and so yeah, he just ended up fucking that up and finished in a wall. So that happens, that's part of the race, but yeah. All right, we have mini grounds in here, so we will take a look at this. We will probably mark them. There we go. So we have a lonely ground in here that looks pretty good though, because that looks like OEM wires, which is pretty good. We have another one in here, and we have another one in here. So we will keep those because probably they are super needed out there. So let's go. Let's grab some tape. Boom. And we will bring almost everything on the other side. Hopla. Something was already cut inside here, like a bracket or something, but like not properly, and that pisses me off. We will probably clean that, just making sure it's looking as clean as possible. And yeah, I was thinking about this, and we will try to probably patch a lot of hole in there, because I feel like there's a lot of places that are not used anymore, and that's something we will do a bit later on. Have you seen? I have some gloves this morning because I don't want to get like all greasy like yesterday, because basically old wires can get like a weird texture that is not super cool to have. And yesterday night I was a bit pissed about that. Honestly, I was just pissed that it was so greasy and disgusting on my hand. So I just ended up this stream. I was tired of doing that, and I had to prepare for the race. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take a shower. Fuck that. Fuck that. Did MPV just got scammed? Honestly, yeah. Basically, it's hard in the like. How would I say that? For real, but what? The notification didn't appear. I look at the screen and was like, Why is that so epic at the moment? But there was no notification, so I didn't thought it was like a random sound. Well, good job. That was a pretty good one. All right. The notification took forever to appear in the chat. Well, good morning, NPV. How are you this morning? I was just saying how good it was last night to race some go-kart out there. Like the weather was good, and compared to what it was supposed to be, it was supposed to be super rainy, and in fact was just cloudy and a bit cold, which is really nice. All right, so this is a ground. So everything coming from here is a ground, but this one we didn't need that at all. So there we go. Point. And now everything in here is a ground, which means even that. So 2 wires coming to one, getting to another junction where there is 4 wires connected together, three wires, because this is just, yeah, open, spliced, and cool. This is beautiful. This, and where is this going? And both of that. All right, so this is the ground. Yeah, those are the grounds for the lights, which is not too bad, and it's still in the same place. All right, and this cable here is going through there, and it's going on the other side there. In this other side, it's probably going inside the car, I'm pretty sure, because that will be a signal in there. Have the missing parts come yet? No, not yet. The missing parts will probably arrive next week, I guess. They have been sent, so that's a thing. And after that, I still need to order like the missing part for the engine. And the one that was back ordered got shipped. So I think there's a lot of things coming in next week, so that's super cool. And yeah, I think from there we will be. Yep, this is going inside the car. And I think from there we're gonna have like quite a good run. More unboxing, yay! Why, you don't love me just unwrapping some wires? All right, there's still plenty of unused cable in here. There we go. That's unused, that's unused. That is used. Oh. Wow. Oh man, that one's gonna be a pain in the ass. Like, it's getting inside the fender here. This is broken, all right. It's getting inside the fender basically, and we have to trace it back at some point. And I don't have any space. Maybe when I will cut the rust in here, we will have plenty of space to work that out. That will make sense. I'm so used to when I place an order, it comes the next day. Well, yeah. I mean, with Amazon, that happens. It's not always the case here, but that happens. But, you know, for that kind of stuff, it takes way longer than that. I had another screwdriver yesterday. I think it's inside the car. You know where we have, like here, I don't have any services for just delivering some food. So imagine having a package in one day is like something super special, right? It's like, oh my God, I got so much service now. Let's go. Okay, right at first when we bought the house, our internet was not better than 30 megabytes per second. Just to tell you how deep in the wood it is. Well, it's not that bad. It's just that there was just nothing in here. No Uber Eats, no DoorDash, no nothing. Sweet and nothing. This. You see, this is what I hate. You don't do that kind of stuff here. Like just a lonely little thing like that. So in theory, this is our water temperature. So we will have to look at this, and there is a ground over there. So basically I have one cable here and the other one is just a ground that we will be able to remove. That's why it was going in on two sides. Like I said yesterday, yep, this is a ground over there and it's not a good ground. So I will be able to basically just remove that, and the one wires we want to keep is this one here, because basically this is the signal that's going inside the car, and the other one is just the one grounding it, so grounding the sensor, so it's giving a signal. So basically I'm going to be able to, well, I should probably just remove that. And I don't even know if it was plugged, honestly. Well, probably, because I basically wrote a temp sensor on it, so it was probably when I removed the engine, right? All right, there you go, there you go. So we're just going to mark it again, just because we don't want to lose the knowledge of it. Like, we know what this is at the moment, better write it straight away. Water temp. Because I feel like this one is going inside the car, so that's pretty good. And that might be useful later on. So we will keep that in here. There you go. We will remove the bad ground over there. And I say it's bad because, not because it wasn't doing its job, just because basically it's not a... It's a loose wire going inside the engine bay, which is super bad. Like, we had some proper grounds over here, so we should just have used that instead. Oh, is it rounded up? Yep, feels like it. Oh, at least that's a 10 millimeters. I thought it was around a screw, but it's a 10 millimeter. So we will be able to remove it with the DAC. Ugh. Where is my 10 mil? It's in its place. Wow. All right, this, and that. And while being here, we might remove that just now. There you go. Why is it not screwing in place? Is it? No. I'm losing it. For some reason, it's not going back into place. I just need some light. It should. All right, then, we will look at this later on. Well, no, if I'm doing that now, that's gonna be a mess after that. All right, let's remove that entirely for now. There That is just what I needed. I think it's stripped. I think it's just like the yeah, I just think it's not screwing in place. I'm gonna need to repair the thread. Yep, it's basically all loose. All right, so that thread there is busted, so for now it's gonna stay this way, and like I said, I'm gonna be removing that right away. There we go. Oh, I will need a key for that one. Go. And then 10mm key. There we go. Oh, that's true. I also need to take a look at something. I'm supposed to maybe grab a car with a friend next week. So I feel like Monday I might be off streaming because I'm a slacker, but yeah, we're going to pick a car with a friend, and it's quite far from my home, so I might be out for the day. Might, nothing sure, but I feel like it's gonna be the case. Can we... Is this going to work? We're making places, making some room. Is it going through there? That will be insane. I don't think it will. Well, I mean, it had to go in there, right? So basically it should. I know that was modified by a shop, but honestly it should, yeah, there we go. There we go. The grommet is there, alright. But yeah, so next Monday I might take off, take my day off, so that's gonna give me the time to push the Datsun out of the garage, get the BMW inside, and I will just be streaming 2 days next week. So Tuesday and Wednesday, just because, well, I have to go in the States after that. I have to go beat some people out there. Oh yeah, and by the way, when I was talking about the go-kart, we in the championship, we are basically 270 drivers. So right now, the reason I'm super happy with my 18 out of 27 place yesterday is because I'm in the top 30 of those drivers, so that's pretty insane. Honestly, do I belong there? I don't think so, but so far it's going pretty well, so I'm super happy with that. I was going to say, yeah, let me take a look at one thing. I think someone might have just, yeah. I'm gonna write to someone because I just need to confirm on what day I'm gonna be off next week. All right, not sure yet of the game plan for that, of the plan, but yeah, we will see next Monday. All right, let's keep going. So this is going pretty well in here. I don't think I'm gonna touch that for now. this one here because it's super well done, and I don't think it is something we have to go too deep into, at least for now. We will probably just try to bring it a bit further down. I don't think that's gonna be possible, however, but let's see. Let's say, so if we keep going around here, I'm gonna turn that off. Make sure you are in the best position possible. Yep. All right. And then, yeah, let's keep going. So basically, there's a few wires in here. We just removed the bad ground there was from the water temp sensor, and we're just going to make our way around here. So we have a huge ground in here, but like, I don't remember to have seen it connected to anything, honestly. Was it? I don't remember that, because we had the main wire out here, and this, well, this is it. Where was this connected to? It feels like this is the main ground we had, and basically there's the engine, the chassis ground here that was not in use, I think, or just at the rear of the transmission, and we had one from the headers to that. So basically, I'm not sure it was used at all. Was it? I don't think so, honestly. Damn, I'm sold us with that cable. All right, we just keep going, and we will see. Click. Right, so these ones, we're gonna keep them. This one, what is that? Ignition. That was ignition, but for the, oh yeah, that was for the fan. That was for the pop electrical fan at the front in the radiator, so we won't need that anymore. This one here, that green wire here, let's see, where is it going? So it is this one. I had my small cutter in my hand a few seconds ago. There we go. And it was going nowhere, I think. Yep, that one was going nowhere. So we have at least one wires in here that's not in use anymore. There you go. So 1, 2, 3 out of 4. And that one here was the water temp. So we just have one wire that we know what it is doing, and there's another one in here we have to find out. It's that red. Oh my god, this is not even in use at the moment. This is another thing that's gonna have to come out. All right, I feel like from all this plug here that was going through the fender, there's only one wire that remains out of 5 or 6, something like that. That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. All right, I'm gonna cut that one. That one here is the, that one is the wire that's going to the alternators, so we will see what's going on with that one. But yeah, see, removing that. We'll try to keep it like nothing, such a mess. All right, there you go, there you go. So here we are basically all cleaned up. We're just going to have this one here, ground, ground, and ground for the lights. And then in here we're gonna have to look at what's going on. I hate when they are doing things like this. Like basically they just put the wire loom through another loom in here, so that's not super great because it's super hard to track everything down. I'm not a huge fan of that. Alright, there you go. There you go. There. Boom, boom. So, this is the windshield washer. There's even a level sensor for the windshield washer, which is pretty insane for a 79, honestly. So that's super cool. Alternator, this one honestly could basically come out entirely. I feel like it's no big deal. Wiper motor, so that's good. That's something we need to keep. This ignition one is going to come out for sure, and we're just gonna make sure it's not in the way. There. After that, what do we have? So this one here is, I don't know why it's in the one that was redone, like it's not in the OEM one that we have the windshield washer and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. Like it's all in the places where it's merging with another loom. I feel like I don't have to unwrap all these, but alright, we're there. Might as well. There. Let's just see how it looks like. Yeah, I just feel like they merge a lot of grounds doing so, so not great, not bad. Well, in fact, I don't know if you're still here, Micah. I will really be interested in what you think about like merging grounds like they did in here. Because basically they put a lot of wires all together, like 3 or 4 wires crimped together all at once, which seems a bit sketchy, but at the same time seems to do the job properly. So I'm kind of unsure on how I feel about that. Like this is quite a mess. Like when you see that, you have 2 grounds going to the same wires. And basically, this is going here. Yeah, it feels like someone didn't know what to do. When you can, I use bright red or green ground wire and keep it alone if possible. Okay, so like this, I don't know, do you see properly? I will just put that in full frame just so you can see that. Even let me do that, in fact. All right, so basically take a look at this. Okay, so this ground here is coming from my headlight and blinker, like my turn signal, right? So this ground is it's two wires in here put together to be one ground for both turn signal and headlights, right? Wires being tie wrap even when heat shield can discharge, especially if it rubs the outer layer. It makes sense, yeah. After that, this one wire that is now the same ground for the headlights and the turn signal is coming in here, and they are crimped to two ground plug that were stacked together. But basically, this ground here, like this, is doing a loop to go to the same crimp wire, and the other one getting out here is the one grounding the windshield washer level sensor, and I think the brake fluid level sensor. Like there's three wires getting into one of the same size here, getting to these two there and grounding like this. So it's quite a huge loop, and everything to be grounded on the body of the car. So basically, I feel like at least the three wires here could have the same plug and ground right on the car, and these one here could be maybe together, or even just put another ground around here, like on the frame rail or something for the headlights, right? Like, why would you bring everything to one place and make that such a thing? Am I right? Yeah, for that you will want to merge those small gauge wire into a larger ground. Yeah, that makes sense. So it can handle the ground of those multiple systems. You can check wire diagram, but I doubt they want them looped. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, there's rain. Hey there. I just heard a loud sound starting. I prefer the individual ground to body, like everything. So each headlight, like you are saying. Yeah, because also one thing I know about this car, if I'm not wrong, wait a second, I just tried to think. It's either that Nissan headlights are working with a switch ground, but that's in the relay box, I guess, with a switched ground between high beam and low beam, and compared to many cars switching the 12-volt input from low beam to high beam, something like that. So I feel like, well, everything was working properly, so like I said, I don't have to like think too much, but it will make sense to maybe just cut that and bring that into a bigger gauge of wires, and just maybe make at least those two here for lights having one ground for both of them, and then keeping the accessories here for another ground, at least. I think my 300Z was that way. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm right with that. If the 300Z you had was like this, this is the way they were doing it. So I know it's like the opposite way as a normal car. I just didn't remember well which one it was. So that said, I think for now I'm gonna cut that and just make individual ground. I need to find some proper crimp, because those ones are super good and the one I have are a bit shitty. So I really need to find a proper kit, crimp kit, to have some huge ass crimps, because this one is really looking good and like it's super tight. So I really want to have something as good as that. Got stuck with only a high beam because I didn't leave the ground alone. Yeah, exactly. I tracked a similar problem on that car, but in the end, because basically that car was converted to H3 plugs, but they are pretty much the same as original. And in the end, the only reason I had the high beam stuck on was because the relay was stuck, was just sticking it open. So basically it was putting the high beam, so I just had to smash it a little bit. No, in fact I disassembled it, because I see it at the moment, it's right over there, and this is one that you can open up. So I just opened it up and greased it, washed it properly, and it started to work again. So that's super cool. All right, so we're gonna try to clean those grounds. So I'm just going to cut that for now, and this, and identify those wires. That's gonna leave everything in here alone, which is way better. Even that's crazy, man. Identification time. All right, so this is light ground. And maybe we'll trim that with a bigger gauge of wires. This one in here is accessories. So I have three things here. I think it's the brake fluid level, the washer level, and there's another sensor at the bottom there, but I don't know what oh, I think it's for the pump, the windshield washer pump. Yep, that looks like it. Yeah, I think those one I'm gonna split them apart, because anyway they are all messy in that wiring loom. Okay, bye. Fuck. It's a bit greasy in here, so the tape is not sticking properly. All right, so this, and this one here. There. How do I call it? Washer ground plus brake level ground. And I will just have to track back those ground anyways, so I should be able to remember that. And if I'm not, I'm gonna go on my YouTube channel and just basically take a look at my VOD. Cause yeah, if you didn't know, I basically added, I'm basically exporting every VOD just as is on my YouTube channel. So you can just rewatch anything in there. So if you remember, oh yeah, I know he did something at one point and I want to do the same thing, well, you can go out there and find it. Oh, that's my... All right. Is that what I think it is? Yep, this is... So here I have the cable going inside the car, which means this is probably the cable for the signal, just giving the signal to the light inside there to say, hey, you are low on windshield washer, and there is the ground. So just the sender here, sender wire, and this one is going all the way around inside the car. That sucks a little bit because it will be super cool to have it go through at the back, like through the back here, but we will see if we can like clean that up and everything. I'm not sure, but at the same time it's not impossible that I can just take that wires from inside the car, because this one is all alone through the entire thing here. Yep, I see it on the other side. And I don't think it's merging with any other wires. Yeah, no, it's all alone there. So maybe I can unpin it from inside the car, take it back, and just send it again through there and through the top here, maybe even in another wiring loom we're gonna do, but that's something we will have to see. But yeah, so far this one is pretty good. Same here, probably. Yep, the red one. So this one I should be able to disconnect them, right? Is it? Or oh no, this is, oh yeah, this is a connector. There you go. So I will be able to split it from there. And if that last one is the same, that will be so good. Yes, it is. All right, so I said earlier why they put everything in there, but at least it's all some connectors, so I can just get everything out there. Boom. There you go. All right, that's good. So there we go. Ignition, that's gonna be removed like we said. This thing here, this thing here. Might put a tie wrap on that just to make sure we're not losing everything. Don't want to be missing one cable at the end, that will suck. It's already getting so much cleaner in here. And like, if we can remove this entire thing in here, because basically we have just one wire that was used, temporary water temp, that means we can probably use it somewhere else, like run it somewhere else, and that will work. And maybe that we even could like take that original wire and just put another one to run from it, the other side of the car or something like that. So that's super cool. Honestly, we might be able to make something way more cleaner than it is. Like, okay, huge things will be removing this entire wire harness here that is going inside here, and I don't know why. Let me take a look. There's three. Yep, there's three screws in here, and I don't know why they are there. So we will remove them and take a look, because it's okay to be curious. No. All right, this is not used at all. Oh. Why do I have some duct tape in my fender? Can someone explain that? Why is there a bunch of wires taped together in there? That looks like a huge plug, electrical plug. So I'm guessing that this is the old wires for the engine that was on the car, the original one. And that will make sense because like I said, this looks like it is OEM stuff, which means this is probably just a bunch of wires we can just remove from the car, just as easy as that. So that means we will really have just one wires in here still needed, which means we're gonna look for removing this entire thing from the fender and run it otherwise like somewhere else. All right, so let's put back, I'll bring that with me. Let's put back the front cam with that. Let's go. Honestly, that's disgusting. It's literally some duct tape on there with electrical tape. I'm really curious to see what is in there. I thought it was an electronic module in the fender, to be fair, but it's really not a great place to put that, so I was like, that's a bit weird. If everything goes well, we're gonna be, beginning of August, we're gonna be working on welding stuff. We're gonna start welding those holes in here in the engine bay, and after that we're gonna be also repairing the rust on each side of the fender wheel, the fender yeah, the wheel arch, that was the word I was looking for. So yeah, it's going pretty well, honestly. But it's going well, but at the same time I do realize how far we are from putting the actual engine in there, just because I want to redo the brake lines and stuff like that, and this is something you basically do when you have access to them, so without the engine in. So for quite a long time we're gonna be playing in here, doing all sorts of different stuff. Pretty cool. Hey, guess what? Unplugged wire. Wow. Hey, other unplugged wire. Guess what? This is what a project car looks like, and I just busted my glove. I mean, okay, I'm trash talking a little bit because I know exactly where I'm heading with that car, but if you were to put a V8 engine without knowing, okay, am I going to love it or not, and like maybe it's not the best thing in the world, so maybe I will want to go back to the 6-cylinder in there. Well, keeping everything in there is not a bad idea, right? Like, this is a way to preserve it and make sure you can go back to do like a reverse of, yeah, just be able to reverse what you did to the car, right? So this is not a bad idea, but at the same time, gosh, it feels sketchy to keep all these things in here. After all these years, the duct tape is still pretty good at holding everything together, to be fair. More wires. My gloves are all sticky now. But can someone tell me why I still had one ground that was used in there? I feel like they just kept the ground just in case it was something powering something else that's not one of these plugs, which I mean, it makes sense. It honestly does. So we might just ended up using that ground without any of these wires that are not used at all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 wires just here without counting like the plugs and other wires in there. Lightweight. Kev yesterday was telling us like, oh, you might end up saving quite a lot of weight with that, and he's probably right. All right, now I will have to splice that just because I need to take a look at where this ground is going. Oh, that's so good. Under here, like the wires just look like they are brand new. That's insane. That's something we love to see. Oh, I see things that I don't like though. things that seems like someone has been playing inside here, and I thought it was maybe OEM. No, it seems like it has been modified in here. Yep, there's one wires who has been reconnected to. Yep, so something happened in here. In the end, nothing's perfect, right? Oh. Also, I don't know, I was saying that it was OEM, but having so many wires the same color, I don't think it is. I don't think it is anymore. Alright, that has to come out from here. Oops. Alright, I think we're going to remove the washer, the windshield washer bottle. So we might want to identify the plug. Washer level sensor. There we go. There's the pump at the bottom there, which is not that great. I feel like, yeah, exactly. That's what I remembered. It's just pulling it up. And these one here are the windshield washer pump. Almost threw that on the ground. I didn't sing valve, so that's good. Washer pump. There you go. That's going pretty well. Oh, there's a sensor in here. Oh yeah, this is the one. And this one is one little cable that should go in here that's been broken. So I think, yep, seems like it. So I think that level sensor is busted. I don't even know if they still work, honestly. I never had any lights inside, but like broken wires like this should mean that they are not working well. We will see someday. Normally I could still put a battery in there and probably get, well, yeah, I will need to reconnect all the grounds, or like test every accessories. There we go. So yep, this is the wire for the level sensor, and this one is going to the ground, I guess. yeah, the multiple grounds in there. All right, are you still here, Micah? I'm curious about another question. If I'm keeping every grounds alone, like a individual, is it okay to stack them together under one bolt, like maybe on the side of the tower chuck? I feel like it is, because I've seen it plenty of time. Like, as long as the wires are individual, you're not overloading it, so that will make sense. But yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. All right, there we go. This is the brake level sensor. I have difficulties to write. That will make sense though. All right, there. Let's go. Boom, boom. There we go. There we go. Multiple grounds. This one here is the one we need to track down now. The alternator. And that was the one, yeah, we wanted to remove. In fact, I might just keep going on this one instead of getting too messy in here. The OCD of NPV is going to be so pleased with removing all these wires. Almost all of them. Alright, so let's try to remove the bottle here. What's that now? Oh, that's the pump power. So what is that? That's probably the sender. Alright, that's no big deal. There we go. Alright. Oh, there's two. Or at least there's two little thing here. Alright, so that's the... There we go. So this is removed, but that's something we will want to use later on. I feel like it was not working, if I recall correctly. I never tried it properly, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't working. So this one here is our windshield wiper, well, washer fluid connector to the pump. So this one we will keep it preciously. Right. Washer, pump. Connector. There you go. So this one we need to keep it really in a good place there. These are the washer fluid line. This one was going under there, I think, because this one is not. This one here. All right, this. There we go. And I just put one on the ground there. Yay. All right, there. Progression. Hopla, hopla. Oh no, I'm pouring some windshield fluid, the washer fluid on the ground. All right, so this one here was going, it feels like it was kind of two pump. Oh my god, no, I think I know what's going on in here. Is it? No, I think it's the OEM. I thought someone like tried to put another one in there. All right, never mind. Maybe there. Oh, right. I know. I got it. So basically, okay, let me show you. It's gonna be easier to explain. So I was wondering why If you look here, there's basically two pumps, one here, and one with those kind of connectors, and another one with a classic connector that's more something normal on basic cars, like classic electrical connectors for any cars. And basically, I'm pretty sure that this is the one for the windshield, and this was the one for the headlights. So there was some fluid coming to the headlights, and I'm pretty sure this one is the one that was pushing that to the front. So the more you know, the more you know. And that means I probably have that hose here that I don't need at all anymore. Am I wrong? Am I right? We don't know, but yep. Because we haven't seen any windshield washer line going to the headlights though. So that means it was probably not working, in fact. This one here is probably getting out of here. Because the windshield washer is in here normally. All right, so far so good with that. And we have way more space to work here, so that's super cool. There we go. And yep, we're getting close to where it's getting back inside of the car. I don't know what this module here is. That's something we will have to take a look at. There's some huge electrical plug coming out of it. So, and here it's getting inside the car, and this is going straight to the ECU, I think. So we will have to take a look to what we can remove and what we need to keep. But that means, yeah, that ground over here is probably something we're gonna keep, just because that might be something useful for the ECU and some body accessories. Boom. Let's remove everything. What's that? All right. This is going down here. This is the plug we won't need. There we go. Let's maybe try to remove that. I lost my screwdriver. It's over there. Go. So this was the screw for that module, so let's put it back in place just to make sure we're not looking for it later on. All right, that one here, what are you? It's never super clear what they are, honestly. We'll have to take a look. It's two modules, in fact. And this is going straight inside the car for sure, but that's normal. This one here is the release. Is that? Yep, this is the release cable. This one here we will have to find out. Well, that's quite a mess. All right, so here we go with that one. This. pretty sure I know where this one's going. If we're just following the logical order, this one here is going straight inside the car and basically is the one giving the read to the gauge of how many volts we have. And honestly, I think we won't need anything in there anymore, like really soon, just because basically I'm gonna be using some aftermarket gauge that comes with their own wires and everything. So we will probably be replacing all of that. But for now, we will just bring that to the other side there. And is it going inside? Yep, it is going inside. So I'm kind of, so that's the 12 volt to gauge. That's the plug going on the alternator there, so we might still need it. Just have to make sure. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh, and of course it's not going to clear anything in there, right? Because right now we need to bring it back over here. And the connector itself is not going to go through that, right? Oh no, it won't. All right, I think I'm just going to cut it because anyway, it's not gonna be the same plug on the new alternator on the engine. So we can just basically cut it and mark it. There we go. And I'm gonna bring tape and this. All right, there we go. So this one's coming at the bottom here. Honestly, it's going pretty well. Like yesterday night, I was like, oh, that's gonna be such a big thing. Like it's gonna be so freaking hard. Like I was just looking at it and it was looking really insane. But at the moment, I'm super happy because it's going pretty well and it's not feeling like a huge deal anymore. So that's pretty cool. Just have to go one step at a time and look at all that. All right, this. And let's do that. And this. And this one is alternator, so alt connector to gauge. There you go. Boom. Because this one we might be just repeating it inside the new like right on the new because I want to say it, the new plug for the new kind of generator, well alternator we're gonna use. So that's gonna be a thing. Other than that, what's going on in here? There's a bunch of wires in there going at the bottom there. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. Bam, let's go. So this one here, is it the one I was looking at? I'm not sure. We have a bunch of ground in here. A bracket that wasn't used at all because I didn't use that. What's that? Bunch of wires, that's for sure. Right, that's disgusting. So in here we basically just have some grounds. But why would you have to put that all the way across the car? Or is it? That's not anything that was used, it was just hidden in here. Because that feels more like 12 volt stuff. but it's all good. All right, something just broke in here. Did it broke? No, it was just not used at all. Wait, what? All right, so we have this. This is basically something that wasn't there, but not used at all. So just hanging in there, that's fine. Let's do that. Put that in the middle where all the trash is going. And that pink wire was not used too. I haven't disconnected anything on this side that was using this connector, and that I'm sure of, which means that cable here can just get out. So many weird things. So many weird things. Alright, I'm just cutting it. Fuck it. There you go. Oh! So we have that cable getting inside the car that we don't need anymore too. So that's pretty good. After that, what else? Bring it! I'm on a rampage right now. There's nothing else here that has an X on it. Nope, nope, everything's good. Ignition, the one I'm always saying since the beginning of that stream that we're going to remove, because that was for the electrical fan. This, what else do we have here? Everything seems used. This connector, we're gonna keep them. This wire harness there, we're gonna have to trace it back inside the car. So that's a thing. And we're gonna keep that for grounds that we don't know if we need them or not, so better be safe than sorry. But at the same time, I feel like that was way too long for nothing. We're just gonna hide the ground somewhere in here, which is going to be way easier to access. We just have to take care because we're gonna have the clutch pedal in there. I just saw where the master cylinder is supposed to be. All right, so that's the thing. We're gonna have to take care of that. But you know, there's many places where a ground can go. So we will see. Honestly, it could be like just here behind the engine. That's something for another time. All right, what else? Let's go through that another time, just making sure. Let me grab the camera. Just making sure we're not forgetting anything. Look at that mess. Holy crap. So, what we have been doing so far is quite good. I feel like there's still wires in here that we might have to take a look at. This one here, maybe it was on the engine. Okay, yeah. That was bolted at the back of the transmission. So that was our main ground with the engine, and then we had another one going from the headers. So the ground was kind of looping, but it seems like it was working, and I think we had this and that all together. So that was our ground on the engine block and the chassis right there. So that's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna still be removing that just because we will have some new grounds when we're gonna do the wiring of the new battery and everything. So yep, just let me grab this. There, and there. Yep. And we have something special going on here. Oh, and I think that's me. Just had a flashback of when I did that. Is it going on the other way? No, that was the, wait, what? I'm lost now. It says that was the main 12 volt. And I think this is right. We had this and that, like this. The main ground is probably on the floor at the moment or with the engine, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's with the engine, right? Let me take a look. Closer look here. Yep, my ground is here with the engine. So where was that going? Because 12 volt was probably not going straight to the engine, because that would have made an electrical engine. Well, not really, right? Alright, that's maybe the first time I'm gonna have to take a look back at what we did so far on stream, because I really don't remember where this one here is going. And since it was coming somewhere here, I'm really unsure of what I'm looking at the moment. That was the main 12 volt, but it wasn't connected to anything in here. That makes no sense. That really doesn't make any sense. Where were you going when we removed the engine? That's for sure when we removed the engine. If it was connected somewhere, it was at that moment we removed it. But what was it? All right, I need to know. Let me take a look. We will go back in the VODs and take a look at this. I forgot the mouse. We're gonna go fast scrolling through the VODs. Reusing my old material to create content. Tell me about this. What a guy. All right, there, let me put that here. Oh, I closed the music by mistake. All right, back on music and YouTube here. Why is my keyboard so slow? Hello, keyboard. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then I'm just gonna make sure. Right, this, and then this, and then this. All right, so you will have all my stats on YouTube. Let's go easy. So I'm pretty sure if it had to do with something, it was probably in here. Probably that. I should have just a second. I'm gonna do that this way instead. All right. Let's go through this one. Can we speed that up? That was when we were working there. No big deal. Oh yeah, we did that. Oh, the unboxing. Oh, that was so good. All right, that's not what we are looking for, so. Datsun this morning. We basically just removed a few things, right? We ended up removing the hood and stuff like that. Hey, Hafan. Good morning. How are you? I'm just looking at stupid things I did that I can't remember. Oh, I think that was the moment where you got in the stream and I started the car for you. All right, that cable here, where is it going? It's going at the bottom there. Oh, maybe it was going to the distribute. Oh, it was the starter motor. It was the starter motor. That is the cable to the starter motor. Yeah, that makes sense now. All right, we're in business now. Let's go. That's a win. You see, that's why I'm filming everything with you on Twitch. Damn, that was useful. Let's go. All right, so basically this is the starter motor cable, which is not something we need anymore for now, just because we're gonna do a brand new one. Because that one has been butchered at least once, so all right. How are you this morning, Hawk? I missed playing some Tarkov last night, but I was racing on a go-kart track, which was pretty insane. Honestly, it was so good. It was so good. And yeah, so basically last night I just raced again. It was my third race in 4 days. That is pretty amazing. This is like the best life. He missed if she made himself into an NPC on Tarkov. Wait, what? What? There's gonna be an NPC that's gonna look like what? That's so good. It's cringe. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh, is that the thing he was looking at on TikTok this morning? I was there when he was looking at that, because basically is the podcast from BSG is done. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna take a look. Let me grab that, throw it in the garbage, and then take a look at this. In an hour-ish, nice. I'm gonna be done with streaming on my site, so I'm gonna be able to eat my lunch watching that. I love it. All right, let me take a look at this. Oh no, I'm so worried of what I'm gonna look at. Oh no, oh my god, yeah, it's the TikTok thing from this morning. Oh no, 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 no. All right, let's watch it, guys. Prepare for the cringe. Basically, there's a new, okay, so just, whoops, sorry for that. So just so you get it, there's a new thing on TikTok that like peoples are making I'm an AI, and you can give some reaction or stuff like that, and they are like, oh, apple, oh, ice cream, and everything. It's so cringe. I hate it so much. I hate TikTok, to be fair, but yeah. All right, watch that. All right, we have everything.
Tashanka. Tashanka. Yummy stims. Yummy stims. Tashanka. Gotta fix that arm. GPU in the bum bum. GPU in the bum bum. Tashanka. Shiny Bitcoin. Shiny Bitcoin. NATO. Tashanka. Hack it less. Hack it less. Tashanka. Tashanka.
It's so good. It's so good. It's cringe, but it's way better than the one doing it for real. Like, it's so good. It's full of so many like insight from Tarkov. I love it. Honestly, I kind of love it. Oh, this is good. This one is great. But who did that? Like, I mean, he didn't put the effect and everything by himself, did he? That's super nice. Packet loss is perfect. It's freaking perfect. Packet loss, just like the two girls who were like a lightning. Oh my god, it's so cringe. I hate it. I hate people sometimes. Gosh. Man, that's super cool. Okay, now I'm gonna do one with oh turbo, oh turbos, oh turbos. Spinning tires, spinning tires. Just the fact of repeating everything is so bad. Oh, midnight, woof woof. Oh, midnight, woof woof. Oh my God. Wires, bzzzt, wires, bzzzt, wires, bzzzt. La la, people. People these days, what they won't invent just to get this, like 15 seconds of glory on internet, right? And I mean, they are making money with that. It's crazy. Alternator to terminal. I feel like I'm just going to remove all the wires that I know we need on the engine because we're gonna make it properly. So like this one here, we don't care. There. Man. So Hawk, when are you doing your own TikTok videos like that? And Micah, same for you. We all need to be some fake AI, right? This one is like still a good wires. I don't think this is really something you use on a car usually. It feels like it's some house building. Why is it not? Come on. Come on. Focus. Focus! Oh, we had it. Hi, I'm the new streamer now. But yeah, it seems like it's a really big gauge. Way too big for what you normally use on a car. This, all right, this is done, this is done. This is done, this here is done, this is coming up here. We might just put a tie wrap in there just so we remember properly. Or is it standing? Yeah, it's standing in there. We have to figure out where this is going. It's going here. Let's pull that out. Boom. So this is almost done. Yeah, that's another OEM wires in there. Yeah, basically everything was hidden in the fender and they just decided to put everything outside of that instead. But yeah. That's good for grounding or a spark plug wire maybe. Yeah. I feel like that was well, that was the charging wires from the alternator to the battery, so I feel like it was handling quite enough amps for being good and not getting too hot. But I will probably buy some proper cable for these parts there. Because we have to think that the alternator and stuff like that are gonna go to a terminal. But yeah. Should be good. All right, one question, Mike. I don't know if you know the answer to that one, because otherwise I'm just gonna ask my friend Google. But basically, do you think the alternator wire needs to be? Do you have a crimper for the large gauge wire so you can put the rings and forks on it? No, I don't have it yet. That's something I'm gonna buy quite soon when we're gonna start doing the big thing in here. I want to buy, like I have a few kits for a different purpose in electrical stuff, but I still need to buy a few of them. Just like I said, really good crimp wires. Like right now I just have some small ones and it's not like it's cheap quality for sure. I'll link you some in the Discord. Harbor Free will be your friend. Nice, love it. Love it, that's a good thing. Thank you, man. I'm gonna take a look, and I will take a look also if they have some good crimps out in there, so that will be insane. And yeah, what I was about to say is like, oh yeah, I was about to ask you, do you think the wire from the alternator need to go straight to the battery, or if I have the battery at the back there, the cable can just Like I can have a huge cable like a gauge 2 or something coming to the front to like a bulkhead fitting, like a terminal going through the firewall, and that is made for that, of course, and just connect that there. I feel like that will be okay because basically you're giving the 14 volt at that terminal that's going straight to the battery post, right? But I might be wrong. Well, I feel like it's logical at that point. There we go. What do you mean double zero? Double zero is like the one right above, let's say, gauge 2, right? I feel like they are always using either gauge 2 or a 0 to do the battery cable. Yeah, it's super thick, exactly. Yeah, this is what I'm planning to use because I want to make it properly like everything else, but yeah. All right. Wires. Oh, wires. Oh, wires. Bzz. So this is all getting inside the car. This is the only one we might keep and like put somewhere else because it's stupid to have only one wires going through the fender. So that's a thing, and I think we're getting close to getting inside the car. Hey, honestly, look at this. We did a super cool job so far. Fuck my life. You love it, Hawk. Look at this. That's all this big pile is all some stuff that was not needed in there, and there's still more to come out. Like we're just basically cleaning the shit out of it. The gold is pretty. The gold is so pretty. Basically, I think I'm turning into a gold digger right now. It's mainly a ground wire. Okay, that makes sense. I have a spool. I'll do math and bring it with. I'll even crimp it on both ends for you. Oh my god, no, you don't need to strip the wire. 5-gallon bucket is a couple $100 for real. Damn. Yeah, and I have some thick one in there. Yeah, I will have to maybe take time to do that. Honestly, I kind of want to just throw it straight in the bin, but you can scrap any and all. Yeah, that I know, and like I have plenty of scrap metal at the back, and I'm always bringing them to a recycle place, so they are paying me for getting that to the recycle place. And yeah, so basically that's a thing I know, and I know coppers is worth quite a lot, but like I don't know if I have the faith to strip that out, because yeah, that's quite a lot of tiny wires, and I'm not sure I really want to do that, but we will see. And the water temp just got on the ground. Oh yeah, we redid that there. All right, we will see, because this is taking time, and time I really don't have. I don't have too much time in my life. It will be so boring to have a lot of spare time. Now, at the moment, it's cars, Tarkov, cars, Tarkov, cars, Tarkov. Bam, head eye. All right, this is good, this is good. So where are we up to? This is getting out, that little thing here. And then we need to pull that inside the car and look if there is anything in there we don't need. We need to basically also remove that box over here, so the one there, because we need to open that and see if there is a way to remove the wires we don't need in there. Maybe we can start with that right now. Let's move the webcam cable. Let's hit absolutely everything in here. All right. And then remove that. open that up, because you see it's basically going to only 2 relays in here. So we will try to clean that up. The one, I will put that one here and that one here, just to make sure we're not mixing them, because I don't know if they are the same, and this one doesn't have the place for a screwdriver. See, this is what it looks like under here. So we're gonna try to remove at least those 2 wires we don't need. So this will be here, bottom one there. Yep. I just need to take a look at how it is pinned in there, and like we will be able to remove it normally. Where are they already? I think I put that in here. Yep, they are. So basically, I have this little thing that costs like no money at all. I think it's $5 or something. It's all like those little pointy thing just to push different kind of connectors so they can be removed. That a truck reversing in my entry area again. They basically destroy my freaking entry because of that. So I just need to take a look how this is done, this one. Just this. There you go, you see? So this one is just like putting this little pin at the top here. Maybe I can just show you with a closer look. So yeah, so basically I'm just using this pin, and you always have the possibility at some point to put it in a place where it's gonna release the little mechanism in there. This one is just a simple little tab on the top of it. So you're just pushing that down, and basically it's getting removed. And this one is the bottom one here. Like right, whoop, I lost the little pin there. So it's the one at the bottom, I said, there. So this one, so I'm just going to put that in here, push it as far as I can, and then grab the wire at the back and pull it. There you go, boink. And the tools went to the ground. Ugh. There you go. So with that done, basically we just remove the 2 wires that were hanging out there. Honestly, as you can see, there's a bunch of wire in here that there's no relay inside there, so I don't know what they are used for. Maybe I will try to find that in the manual during lunchtime, because maybe all these wires could come out. That will be super cool, because basically this one was here and the other one was there, like not like this. So that means everything in here, yeah, these 2 wires are not used at all, and all the wires at the back here are not used at all too, so that's bad. So Jeep update, I am now going to attempt to chase down all the wiring issue. Fuck my life. You know it's bad when an electrician doesn't want to dig into it. Man, I feel you. Honestly, that's the first time at the moment I'm doing such a big job on electrical thing, and it's quite like, it's always super hard to like chase down electrical problem and stuff like that. So what I'm doing right now is really the first time ever I'm going so deep into electrical things. But I think I have like the good mindset of tracking everything back, and like I feel like I'm doing it properly at the moment. But yeah, that's the first time for me. Yeah, most that can be traced back and remove tape. You could just merge most of that into one single fuse box housing. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure I could, and that's the reason why I'm looking into that, because you will get what I mean. But you see, this is a special connector for Nissan. Like the pins are not set like universal relay are usually set, but it's basically a 5-pin relay. Like it's super simple. So I might change the fuse box to a fuse box and relay thing that will hold everything all together. So I have these ones. There's the headlight relay here that I don't think I'm gonna be able to really play with it, but maybe just put it somewhere else. We will see. And yeah, I will have to take a look. I just want to know, because basically there's the 2 wires in here I'm not too worried about. Like there are 2 wires all alone, so I don't think it was doing a lot of things. The only thing, this one is just an empty spot, but all these wires at the back here, I want to see what accessories they were used for. So I'm gonna take a look. The button still, you are doing it all right so far, labeling and taping and tracing it back. You got this. The button still shots are a huge help since you are doing it over time. Yeah, exactly, and that's why you see one cable I wasn't sure what it was for, and in the end I just got the answer from the VUD. So this is like what I learned with time. Like you need to keep a huge trace of what you're doing, because otherwise it's gonna be painful. It's gonna be super painful to work that out. So for now, I'm just going to put that back in until I have my answer. This, and what was that there? Oh, and this one was coming here. Boom. So just making sure it's holding in place. It doesn't need to be super tight, but just like this. Yep, because I already started working on the car, on this car, without like taking picture and stuff like that, and it was super hard. And one thing I'm super sad about is that when I like disassembled the new engine, I did it on stream and didn't save the VUD, and every picture I took of that were deleted when my cell phone broke, so that's super not fun. Hey, look at the difference. Do you know where the glove was and where it broke? I had a buddy who restored a 69 darts per B. Oh, nice, like mine, but he only used one color wire through the entire truck and drew his own, okay, yeah, his own diagram. Imagine not having it and having to fix it. Oh, yeah, you see, that's a thing. Right now under the dash, I replaced a lot of wires in there to extend it. It wasn't long enough because it has been cut before and everything. And basically, I have kind of the same problem where every wires are white. However, I always kept like 2 or 3 inches of the original wires on both ends. So basically, all the wires I can, like, because it's mixing 81 to 83 third signal lever and wiper lever to the 79 harness, so the colors are not the same, but basically I like match them with by keeping like always part of the original wires on each side. However, the only thing I don't like about what I did in the past is that they are soldered together and not crimped, and honestly I feel like crimping wires is way better than soldering them, because at least it's in the interior part of the car, so it's not seeing any rain or anything. But yeah, I did some soldering on the Camaro, and basically it ended up broken after 2 years, so it's not really great, to be fair. All right, this here, this is the one we can remove. What were you going to? Why don't we have anything going for that? That's a weird wire here. Never saw that before. I think it's not used for anything at all. Alright, what do we have in here? So we have alternator, we need that. We have this, we don't need that. We have that. What are you? You are something that can be removed. Like all these things here can be removed. I'm just going to tape this one here to that. Or tie rabbit. Well, just put a tape for now. Tons of color. I use them to color code and use a logbook to keep track percent ice crimps to that ratchet. Yeah, the crimps, yeah, the crimps, the quality one, I really want that. And yeah, the shrink tube with color is a good idea. Basically, I really need to buy like a kit of shrink tube and stuff like that. I would like to put the extra money to have the 4:1 ratio ones, just because it's easier to like put many wires together, and even if they are not exactly the same gauge on each side, it's gonna like seal properly. So I really want those 4:1 ratio shrink tube instead of the 2:1. So that will be super nice. And yeah, after that I'm gonna take a look at those things. Greenlee makes a torque spec for a torque spec set. I will link them in Discord. Nice. Hey, thank you, man. You're gonna carry me on that electrical part of the project, because honestly, that's something, like I said, is quite brand new for me. And I think like I said, I think now I have the skill to do it properly, but there's still plenty of stuff I've never done before. So that's gonna be a huge thing. Huge thing. This. Like, one thing you will never hear me say on that stream is that basically I know everything. I will never say that. I have so much to learn, and like I'm really looking forward for this project, just because it's gonna teach me so many things, and that's super cool, honestly. Like, I can't wait. I can help you more than I do, but electrical, I got you. Nice. Yeah, welding is not too bad. Like, I not too bad at it, and I feel like when I'm doing some welding, basically I'm quite good at just reading what the metal tells me. Like, you're welding, and basically I hate the camera at the moment. It's not looking up enough, so it's cutting my head. But yeah, so basically what I was saying is that when I'm welding, at least like the way my metal puddle is going through, the way it reacts, like, I'm not a really good welder. I'm doing okay. Like, it's not always like, wow, what an amazing job, but it's always super strong. And basically I feel like, yeah, I know how to read the metal to like properly set or reset and adjust the welder. So that's pretty good on that side. Well, with a MIG, never did some TIG yet. That's something for future stream, probably end of August. We're gonna be playing with that little thing there, the little TIG welder, so that will be so cool. And yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of things to repair inside here, but yeah, that's not too bad. I'm gonna have some time to play with that. All right, so where are we? What are we up to now? I feel like it's gonna be time to move inside the car. So we're gonna have to remove the carpet. I feel like I might have to also remove, there's a spider in here. I will have to remove the passenger seat, in fact, because basically I tried to remove the spider and put it outside of the car, and it just fell in the back of the car. Yikes. But yeah, so I feel like we're gonna remove the carpet and most of the car. We're gonna take a look on the other side to what we can, what streamer gonna weld an aluminum gas tank first? Try. Oh yeah, right. And it's not going to leach. Not at all. I really want to try welding aluminum, but everyone tells me it's quite hard. From what I've read and saw about that, is basically you really need to clean properly your metal and basically make sure your prep is top notch. If it's not perfect, well, you're gonna have a hard time. Otherwise, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's getting hot quick, and basically the one thing I was told is that with aluminum, the thing is they are adding like a protective layer on top of it, and that layer takes more. It takes a bit more temperature to melt than the aluminum itself. So by the time you're getting through that protective layer on top of the aluminum, you're already fusing the aluminum down there. So you're always going through it just because it takes time to melt the top layer. And basically you really need to like sand it a little bit, make everything like on a really clean aluminum surface just to make sure it's welding properly. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's so easy to like melt aluminum. That makes total sense. All right, I'm just taking a look here. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of good time in here. We're gonna be removing the, well, just this removing, or yeah, this, no, it's not a disassemble. Dismounting, yeah, dismounting the original ECU, and we're gonna grab a lot of wire from that and just put them through the firewall and remove them from the ECU. So we're probably going, yeah, we're gonna have quite a lot of things to do. I don't think it's gonna matter the ECU to don't have those wires, because anyway it was not plugged to anything, so they were dead wires anyway. So we're gonna remove a lot of them. But I think that's gonna be for this afternoon, because right now I think it's gonna be a good time for a break. So basically we are done with the engine bay so far, and we are going to start pulling wires from the inside just to remove them completely. And I feel like I might take a bucket to at least just take everything in here and see how much weight we remove from the car once we will be done with cleaning the wires, because that will be super cool. Also, one thing I'm looking forward to is seeing if we can basically maybe try to move these boxes somewhere else. I would love to put them around here where they are a bit more hidden in the hood, and just like make a bracket for them. So because we're gonna be removing this, the battery tray there, that's gonna be removed entirely. So yep, we will see how this is going, because with that gone, we will see. BSG lunchtime, oh yeah baby, that's gonna be the thing. So I think, guys, I'm gonna say goodbye for now, but I'll be back in about 2 hours, 15 minutes, something like that. And yeah, so thank you for being here this morning. You are awesome as always, and we will see each other for just removing even more wires. So see ya, have a good lunch, ciao.